Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Rico Banks and this is Codestar Technologies, one of the fastest growing online learning platform here in Kenya and Africa at large. Um, in our today's session, I would like to show you how you can start programming or start learning programming just using your mobile phone. Because this is a question that I normally get frequently from the young guys who are passionate with the IT thing and especially programming, and they want to learn this course. But the problem is that most of them they cannot afford maybe a desktop computer or a laptop, something like that. But they want to start this course. So the answer is yes, you can start learning programming just using your mobile phone. And you know that Codestar is one of the platform that you need to check. You can register on our platform. Just click on the register. Once you do the registration, you'll get an activation mail, and once you get activation mail, you are supposed to click to activate your account, log in and enroll in any of the course that you want to cover. We have got amazing courses like web development, especially PHP, MySQL, and we have got full stack JavaScript developer, that is Node.js. We have got even something to do with Python programming languages, which are not covered, especially data science and machine learning. In most university colleges, they don't cover that those kind of courses. So before we jump on our today's session, if you are new on this channel, you just need to click the subscribe button. Smash that subscribe button very hard, because whenever we upload a new video like this one, you'll get notified. And also take time to check some of the course, the videos that we have done. We have done amazing courses, and guys are appreciating this content, which makes me keep on doing it. And make sure you share to as many people as you can, so that we can grow this community together, the IT industry here in Kenya. You be part of it. So make sure you click the subscribe button. That thumbs up button also, you need to smash it very hard. That is, you like the video, and share to as many people as you can. That's how you support this channel. You can see there is amazing videos here, e-commerce, USSD application, Lipa na M-Pesa, APIs, and so forth. There is a lot you can learn from this channel, which is not taught in most of the universities and colleges. Let's not waste time, and let's get back to our session. And here I have mirrored my phone with my what we refer to as what, I have tethered my phone with a PC. So I would like to show you some of the applications that you can download and start learning programming. And I think up to now you can see some of the applications which are there. There is CCNA, there is Python, there is MySQL, there is also R programming, C programming, and all that, W3 school, which you cannot leave it out. So that's what we are going to cover today. So now I will start with I will cover like how many languages. I will start with Python programming language, then jump into the next one. So first of all, let me open my menu for the apps, and once I open the menu, it might not be that fast. You need to know that I'm using my phone live. That is a disclaimer I'm putting across, so that you know that any message or a call can get in. And now I'm going to show you how you can start learning Python programming, PHP, as I said, PHP, MySQL. We have got JavaScript and HTML, just using your phone. So as you can see, there is this app called Python tutorial. So Python tutorials on the lowest corner. I will open that one, and once I open, let me maximize the screen. You can see this one has got the compiler and the tutorials. Compiler is the one, let me open the compiler. So compiler is the one that now helps you to write your codes and execute, and there is a code which is written there of a simple program of welcome world or hello world. So if you just want to run that program, there is a run button at the top. You can see it has shown output console. Below there is welcome world. So let's get back. The app has got it's full of adverts, so you'll allow me to just use it the same way it is. Now we can check the tutorials. Like for example, it is well organized for a beginner. You can see there is hello world, how do you declare variables, operators. You go to the decision making where we have got conditions, loops, and so forth. So I can open conditions so that we can check one of the programs under conditions and execute one of the program. So I'll scroll a little bit down up to where you can see right now there is a Boolean operators. And Boolean operators, I'm going to copy that code. There is an option to copy the code, and once you copy, you go to the open compiler below, and once I open the compiler, I'm going to paste my code there. And you can see when I hold, you can paste, and once you paste, now you can run the code to see whether we can get the correct results. So I click the run button, and as you can see, your name is John blah 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 blah, 23 years blah blah blah, and all that. So it means the code is working. So this is a good program that it can help you to learn Python programming. As you know that Python programming is one of the, let me go back, Python programming is one of the easiest programming language. As I told you, some call can get in. So you'll allow me, just I'll be canceling them. So as I said, Python programming language is one of the easiest programming languages which is out there, and it is one of the good programming language that is used for web development, or as a backend web development programming language, and rich in data science module and machine learning modules, which are widely used by data scientist engineers. As you know, technology is adding there. Now let's get to the next mobile app, which is Py3. I think you can see it here. So that is the one that I'm going to open. Sorry, it's the one that I'm going to open. And this is another application which you can use to run Python. And the good thing about this one, it allows you to execute a graphical user interface. And as you, for those guys who normally interact with Python, you know that, let me open one of the application and a recent file. You know that there is something to create a graphical user interface. You need I'm going to open the second one, the first one. So there is an module which comes bundled with the Python, which is called Tkinter, which is used to create graphical user interface. But you can use other one. There is PyQ and all that, but this is the best you can use. It comes bundled together with Python. When you install Python, especially on your laptop, this is the one that you use. So as you can see, that is a simple program that has GUI, or graphical user interface. I hope you don't come from Central, because if I pronounce GUI it is totally different from what you think. Now to run the system, you have got the simple code that we have got the play button. So I'm going to click the play button, and as you can see, the code has been executed. So you are supposed to enter the gender, and once you enter gender, it's supposed to display. So I'm a male, so I'm going to write male. Then obvious, the program is going to greet me, how are you doing, sir? So if I entered female, it means it's supposed to tell me, how are you doing, sir? So that is it. It's a simple graphical user interface, as you can see, and I've gone back, but you can use it to kind of play with these things so that you can get to understand more about a graphical user interface. You can play with radio buttons, command buttons. You can play with check buttons. You can play with cover box. There is a lot you need to learn about graphical user interface. So let's get to another application, but before we proceed to another application, I would like to say that there is, as you can see, there is pandas here, which is an application that I normally use to learn more about pandas. Pandas is one of the modules that is used by data scientists. so you can learn much about that one. It's just a tutorial, but you cannot execute. So the programs that I've shown you, or the mobile apps that I have shown you, they are used to what we refer to as execute Python codes. There is also R programming, which is it doesn't have a compiler, as you can see at the top. Um, but that one I'm not going to cover today. Let's get to the part which I know most of you are waiting a lot, and that is the part to do with what we refer to as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP, MySQL. As you can see on the screen, there is a Visual Code Mobile, which can help you to, it's a code text editor which can help you to code. So you can try on your machine, not machine, but your phone. On my phone, it's not working, but as you can see, it similarly works to get similar to how VS Code works on your laptop or desktop, something like that. And the good thing about this application being on a mobile phone, I know it's not the best thing you can do, but is that it helps you to practice. You keep on practicing. Like for example, assuming you have a long journey going somewhere, and it is going to take you like 1 hour, 2 hours. During that time, you can just pick your phone and start playing with just algorithms of a specific language to make sure you kind of get them very well. So VS Code mobile is one that you can use, but it doesn't work on my phone. So in this case, I'm going to show you one that you can use. I was just showing you so that you can get to know that VS Code can work on your mobile phone. So in this case, there is the one that is on the left and top corner, which is called Quick Edit, and it's the one that I'm going to open. It's one of the best you can use to code HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and all that kind of stuff. So you can see here I have got some code which I have written, and this is code for PHP. So this code I will use it sometime so that I can get to show you. But let me open first of all. There is page.html, which is an HTML page, and I'm going to click that one and open the code for the page.html. I don't know, it's taking too long to open to load that one. Let me try again. So you have to be patient to learn all these things. As I told you, my phone is connected through the Wi-Fi to the PC, and I'm using TeamViewer to do that. So this is the HTML code. It's purely HTML, there is nothing else. So if you want to execute this code, on the top right corner there are 3 buttons which represent menu, and when you click those ones, you are supposed to see a lot of commands which you can use, and one of them is supposed to be preview. Already it has not reflected on your machine, but right now it has done that. So you are supposed to click on the preview, the one. So if I click preview, it's supposed to display the source, the results of that source code. It's supposed to show either on a browser or something like that. But this one you can see, that is how the code is. Now when you run the code, that's how it looks. So it's just writing Codestar Technologies, the website. That's my number, you can contact, and we have got a lot of people who are contacting me. Bana, sometimes when you contact me, make sure umetuma ka mpesa, si kuuliza swali alafu because sometimes remember, I normally spend bundles to create all this content, and also we have got my time, which is very, very important also. So I told you there is a lot of apps which are going to run, because these mobile apps, they work with what? They work with I don't know why it is not closing. They work that's how these guys who create these mobile apps get money. I hope you understand, because it's something that you're going to experience, but this one is purely offline. You can work with it and it's going to work. So it doesn't need any internet connectivity to do that, but when you connect to the internet, that's why you can see all those stuff are going to come. So I've shown you the quick edit mobile app which you can use to code. But now when it comes to PHP, we normally have like for example, if you're using a laptop, you need to install either WAMP or XAMPP. Now you're asking yourself, I know most of you are asking yourself, if you have ever interacted with PHP, something like that, you know that you are supposed to install one of the server softwares, and in that case there is WAMP server, XAMPP, which you can use. Now on your mobile phone, you normally install this app called Untitled PHP. I'm going to open it, and when I open, you can see it is similar, works like WAMP server. When you turn on WAMP server or XAMPP, now you can start coding server-side programming languages like PHP. There are two links which are given there. There is one which is port 8080, which is one that you normally use to test your code. But there is PHP, this one, PHP my admin, which is the one that we normally use to create database. I'm going to click that one. Sorry, before I click that one, I can go back. I've not turned on my server, so I need to turn on my server. And once you turn on the server, now you can get to the PHP my admin, and I'm going to create a database. So obvious PHP my admin is going to open with a browser, so I'm going to open Chrome with Chrome, and now you can see that is it. I don't know whether it's going to zoom but I can zoom from my phone like that so that you can see. By default it is root. Let me write root, that is the username. Then I click go, and when I log in, now I'm supposed to create a database, and you can see on the list of database there is no database. I hope right now you can see. So I want to click home and choose the option for database at the top. That is what I want to do. Scroll up a little bit down, then there is this option for database. I'm going to click that one, and when I click that one, now you can see it is giving me the option to create a database. I'm going to slide it a little bit so that it can be visible on your screen. So here I'm going to type the name of my database, and I will use this one. It's a database I was trying to create, Codestar. And once I create the database, you just reduce it a little bit. You can see there is a button for create. I think you can see that button for create, this one. So I click the button for create, and when I click the button for create, you can see database has been created successfully. That is, then now you can go and check the database on the left hand side corner. You are supposed to see your database name, which is Codestar. You can see it here. So we are supposed to open our database and create a table similar to the code that I've shown you on the quick edit text editor. There was a code that I have written there. So I'm going to create a table called user. I think I did that so that it can match with that code of mine. And here I will have to create three rows. Then there is a button for go on the left hand side, which I can click that button like that. Let me click again the button for go, and when I click it, it's supposed now to create a table. And once it has created a table, you are supposed to see what we refer to as how do we refer to there is internet connection which is which is affecting my stuff. Sorry, we lost the connection, but we are back now. We have successfully created a table. So what we are supposed to do right now is to create what we refer to as the table columns, and we will create a column called ID, and here we are going to create another column called username, and here we are going to create another column called password. And a little bit here I am supposed to change the type, and on the type, if I click there, you can see it showing an option where I'm going to choose varchar. So varchar is the one that I'm going to choose for that. Again, this one also, password, is supposed also to be varchar. So I select varchar like that, and once I do that, let me reduce the size so that you can see we have got our tables is users at the top. So if I slide a little bit, there is option for length, which I'm supposed to fill, and in that case for length I can put 254, and also for the password also 254, and I slide a little bit all the way to the end where I can see AI. AI stands for auto increment. So the ID is going to be auto increment. So I click ID, and now as you can see it is auto increment. Then I want to set it to be my primary key, so I click there, and it's going to be primary key like that. Boom. So the table is created. A little bit here downwards there is that option for save your table, so I'm going to click that one. This one, I told you that you're going to see a lot of messages coming. So let me click save, and now my table has been created. Now after creating a table, I want to slide all the way, and on the left hand side you can see there is that table called users, and that is under database Codestar. There is a table called user, so I'm going to open that table. I'm just to click like that. Then once I click, I'm supposed to get to the what, to, there's a lot of messages, oh my god. I want to insert some data on my table because table is empty. So to insert, there is a button here at the top called insert. So I click insert. Think it is visible on your side. Yeah, this one. I click the insert button, and on the insert I'm supposed to type some few list of whatever. So here, you can see there is username, password, and all that. I'm supposed to fill them. So I'll start with the username for the first row because there are like 2 rows. So here I click and choose it's supposed to display something. Anyway, wanted to add like let me say it's Eric Codestar, something like that. Then password, I can say the password is let me choose this 123, and if I scroll downwards a little bit I'm supposed to see the other one and fill the second row because by default it normally has 2. So this one I'll say there is a Codestar Technologies, and Codestar Technologies password I will choose this one also, which is here. Then once you have that, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Then there is a button for go, this one. I click go, and now it is going to save. As you can see, it has shown some green limelight to show that records has been inserted successfully. So if we check here, there is this database of ours which has got a table here called users. So I'm supposed to click users, this one. So I click users like that, and if I click users, it's supposed to show me some records which are on the database currently, where we have got username Eric Codestar, we have got Codestar Technologies, then you can see the password here. So already we have got our database, so we can go back to now writing code. So already on my, there was that stuff that I did. It was what I'm holding so that I can open quick edit. Quick edit, it has got this code which you can see here, which is connecting to database. There is server name is localhost, username is root. As you know, that is the username of the database. We entered root, there was no password. The database that we have created, it's called Codestar with capital C. Then you can see the connection which is done there. Then after connection, there is an option to select all from users. It's a code that I wrote it before I showed you this stuff, because so that to cut the video short so that you can get to understand how it works. Now this one is okay, up and running. And where are we saving the content? On storage, emulate 0 evo. So what does this mean? This means that I can, let me show you. When you install Android PHP, which is up and running here, you can see when you install that Android PHP, by default it creates a folder. When you install it, it creates a folder on my files, which is supposed to be either my file manager, something like that, but it's my file on my case. So I'm supposed to open this my file, that one, and when I open it's supposed, let me put the password, and now I will open all storage. Then I'll choose storage and scroll downwards. You will see there is that option for www folder. So if I open www folder here, you can see there is that index.php. That's where our file has been saved. Similarly to www folder on WAMP server, and similarly also to what we refer to as the how do we refer to it, as htdocs on the XAMPP. That's where we normally save our files. Now let me open Android PHP so that you can I can run my system. And to run the system, if I open Android.php, you can see there's this link called of our IP address plus the port number. That is the one that I'm supposed to click. So I click it like that, and once I click, it is asking me to open with just once with the Chrome. So it means if I open this one, it's supposed to go to www folder and check whether there is an index file, and the index file is the one that is going to be executed, the one that we have written. So I click just once, then it is going to open like that, and there is an error, you can see, but the results have come. So it means my code has got some errors. So I think up to that point you can see there is Eric Codestar 1 2 3. They are visible enough, Jamani. I hope you are yeah. So yeah, the code is okay, up and running. You can see there is the username and password have been displayed. So I think the problem is only on the that problem which is on our code for what, let me check. I think ID, there is a problem with ID, either capital. Let's check whether it's capital which is causing the problem, and I click the save button, this one. Then once you save, now I can go back and test. So I'll hold like that, open my browser, and when I open my browser, I'm supposed to refresh. And to refresh, you just plug your phone like that, boom, and that's it. That's it, guys. We have done it. So we have executed a simple PHP code, just which is connected to the database and all that. So it's a system which is working well in our case. And now I hope you've learned something new. I do appreciate for your support. So continue, click that subscribe button, like button also, and then grow as we grow together on this channel. So there are other apps which you can use to kind of learn the source code. We have got an app for Swift. I've never covered Swift. I just went through the code, which is similar to kind of, it's very easy like Python. There is Node.js if you want to learn Node.js. I have got so many apps, but the best one for web development, I do still normally use the one which is referred to as let me slide a little bit. There is this one called W3 School, which you can download an offline um, offline application which has got almost everything. Let me open it. It has got PHP, HTML, Bootstrap, and all that. So you can just do copy paste the code, and you're going to learn a lot. So with PHP, you can see there is PHP, there is HTML, there is CSS, MySQL connection, and if you want to learn all these things, you're going to learn just using this simple app, and it's offline. All those applications I've told you, they are offline. You don't need any internet connectivity. Especially when you have internet connectivity, now it starts showing what we refer to as adverts. Now, apart from that, and if you might need the apps, you just go to the Google Play Store and download the mobile apps. The other part is there is these other apps for, like, for example, Django, which you can use to learn. I have got a lot for MySQL, and if you want to exercise, like get to learn more about the SQL skills, you just practice using this app called SQL. You can practice SQLite. It has a server here which you can write. It has a server which you can write your codes here and execute MySQL codes. This one you run like how? I forgot. I used to use it with my students. When I'm training my students, sometimes if I have got a programming student with either C, C+, HTML and all that, I normally share all these applications so that they can keep on practicing, because I know it's not easy for someone to afford maybe a phone. So this server, I can open basic and see whether it's going to allow me run some program here. So select, let me try select, and that's where you write your codes. This is the syntax, and the syntax now I think you can execute. There is a way you normally execute with this one. I don't know, try now. Yeah, there is that button for try now. That is the one that you normally click and you run. I think run is this one. When you run, it is going to display like that. So this one helps you to practice MySQL. Yeah, so that is it. This you are going to select only names from this one. So if is it possible, I can edit, maybe instead of selecting names I can select all. Anyway, it's, you are supposed to either open editor and all that. So that is it, guys. I hope you've learned something new, and I do appreciate for your support. Share the link to as many people as you can. I told you this one has got so many apps which they are going to play as you keep on practicing, but they are offline. They are offline. They are offline. So just go to our platform, enroll for these courses. Now we'll take you through the whole course, guide you step by step throughout the course. We do 1 or 2, 3 projects together, and you'll get out there and start working. Uanze kupata pesa na unisahau kabisa. I hope you'll not do that. Because I'm just trying to give you the skills that are needed out there in the market. So thank you, guys. Consider clicking the subscribe button, like our videos, and check other videos which we have, like yeah, live chat, e-commerce, multi-vendor e-commerce, machine learning systems that we have here, how to host your system. I'm also good in AutoCAD. You can also check and you will learn a lot. So thank you guys and all the best. See you on the next one. Boom.